Hi, I'm Pam Fox. Thank you for watching my channel. So today is going to be a review on the Portland Vegan Beer Festival, which Dwayne and I went to last Saturday and had a really awesome time. And my review is going to be very positive. I'm just going to be speaking about my experience there. If you want to see pictures or video, you can go on YouTube and do a search over at World of Vegan. They have some lovely video of the festival. So I'm just going to be talking about my experience. So it was a really great time. It's the Portland Vegan Beer Festival. It's the first time they've had this festival. My husband and I frequent beer festivals quite often. My husband is a craft beer connoisseur, and so we go to a lot of beer festivals. Myself, I don't really care for beer. I don't really care for alcohol in general. And I haven't really decided on where I stand on alcohol in general, whether it's really healthy or not for the human body. So for the meantime, I abstain for most purposes. Plus I don't care for it. So, but I do go a lot, and I usually find something to do, and I usually have a good time, and we're together. So it's good. But this was really exciting that someone actually decided to have a vegan beer festival. So it was something for both of us. There were 30 food carts or establishments there. There were, gosh, I don't even know how many, lot of beer. And basically I think it was, we paid $45, I think, for our tickets, and those were VIP tickets, which I'm not sure why they were VIP tickets, but they got us into a special little area where there were certain VIP things there. But anyway, there wasn't anything impressive about it. So I think it was $35 for the regular tickets, and unlimited pours. So that's what you get for your money. You get unlimited pours of beer and kombucha, which I'll talk about. I'm going to talk about the food, I'm going to briefly talk about the beer, and then I'm going to talk about the kombucha. So unlimited pours. There was music there. There were I've got my brochure here. There were 5 different bands. They were very good. It was right on the waterfront in Portland. It was just a really lovely time. So the food, the vegan food. The reason I wanted to do this review is because I know that some people, I've been vegan for a little over a year, and occasionally I'll interact with someone that'll say, well, I would be vegan, but, and then they have their kind of fill in the blank reason why, you know, they want to be vegan, but they can't because of this. And one of the things is they think they're going to have to give up, you know, all these amazing foods, and that their diet is going to suck, basically. And so go to a vegan festival and sample the food, and then you'll find out that your food won't suck. The food there was amazing, and I really wanted to try everything, but that's impossible. Like I said, there were 30 different restaurants there. So I'm just going to go over some of the highlights. We tried a lot of the food, but my favorite thing I ate was from a restaurant called Blossoming Lotus, which is in Portland, and we tried the Thai tacos, and it was a corn tortilla with soy curls, which is a soy product that's a meat replacement, and then there was cabbage on there and some type of a white sauce, like a creme, some type of a sour cream replacement, and they were so good. Definitely my favorite thing at the festival were the Thai tacos from Blossoming Lotus. I would have just eaten those all day, but I wanted to try a variety of things. We also tried, Doomies. Doomies had a Big Mac. And when we got there, because we had VIP tickets, we got there early, and there weren't a lot of people there yet. And I saw this, I'd been seeing over Facebook this advertisement for this Big Mac that Doomies was going to have. And I decided last month, before we even went to the festival, that I was going to try that Big Mac. Because, you know, I haven't had a hamburger in over a year, and I don't really miss it. I've had a lot of garden burgers and bean burgers, but this Big Mac in the picture, it just looked so good. And I decided I was going to get one of those. Well, when we got there and I saw the restaurant, and I saw, you know, the Big Mac, I thought, you know, and they were $15. And I thought, I really don't want to spend $15 on something and end up not liking it. I might not like it. It might be just disgusting. And that happens occasionally. And so I wasn't willing to take that risk. And I really regret it now. I really wish I would have just bit the bullet and got the Big Mac so that I could at least say that I tried it. But I didn't, and I saw a lot of people eating them. In fact, I was patting myself on the back because when we got there early, there was no line at Doomies, and I said to Dwayne, this restaurant is gonna have the longest line at the festival, because vegans, we eat garden burgers and bean burgers, but it's not the same as a cheeseburger. We eat a lot of, Italian and Mexican and Thai and these types of ethnic foods, but a burger is, that line, and I was right, it was the longest line for the entire festival. It had probably close to, I'm going to guess, 50 to 75 people in it. The entire festival went all the way back to the river and around the corner. It was a very long line. So I didn't try the Big Mac. We had the nachos from Heidi Ho Organics. Those were the best value of the day, I must say. You got a huge plate of nachos, only $5, and they were delicious. A little spicy for me, but they were very, very good. I had the sweet potato noodles at Juniper Collective. All these restaurants can be found, I believe, in the Portland area and surrounding areas. But the sweet potato noodles, gosh, they were good. Sweet potato noodles with a sesame sauce, cabbage, carrots. There was some grilled tomatoes and mushrooms on top. Oh, and again, the soy curls, which are a meat substitute. They were kind of spicy for me. I'm kind of wimpy when it comes to spice, but really, really, really good. I couldn't eat it all because that was one of the last things I tried towards the end of the day. I brought it home and my daughter just loved it. She's veganish. We had chocolate ice cream with caramel sauce at Kind Cream, which was amazing. It's a soy and coconut ice cream, and it was a soft serve and it was delicious. It was very, very good. I got a chocolate chip cookie, a great big chocolate chip cookie at Petunia's Pies and Pastries. That was to die for. We got a couple of sliders at Portobello Vegan Trattoria, which were very good. One of them was like a barbecue slider, and the other one was made out of beets, and it was really good, and other vegetables. What else? My husband tried some sausages, and I can't remember which restaurant they were from, and I didn't care for them. They had a lot of herb, kind of sage, really rich flavors, savory flavors to them that I didn't really care for. And I think that's it. I'm looking at my program here. Oh, and then tater tots. We ordered some tater tots also from a restaurant that I don't remember, that were really good. And they were big tater tots. Each one was about that big, and you got 3 of them with some cheese drizzle over, of course, a vegan cheese. And they were made of not just potatoes, but they had carrots and cauliflower and different things in them besides potatoes. They were very good. So that's it for the food, for the vegan part of the vegan and beer food festival. The beer, I can't really say much about the beer because I didn't try it. If Dwayne were here, he could tell you all about the beer. But it was unlimited pours. There were a lot of craft breweries there, and I'm just going to move on. So the kombucha. I ended up getting really excited about the kombucha. I got to be honest, I didn't even know what it was. I noticed they had a hut there, and they had about 10 vendors, I think, kombucha vendors, and it was unlimited pours. That was part of, your admission was unlimited pours of kombucha. And I started tasting it, and I told Dwayne, I said, I really kind of like this kombucha. What is it? And so we looked, and we read a little description that it's fermented tea, and talked about the SCOBY and what that was. And that's when I realized that kombucha is mushroom tea. And my mom used to make mushroom tea all the time, and I thought it was disgusting. So I think it's really funny that I was really into this kombucha. So I tried every flavor, every vendor. I tried them all. And my favorite was from, I thought I wrote down, yes, was from Hum, H-U-M-M, Hum Kombucha. They had 4 flavors, and every one of them was to die for. The coconut, oh man, coconut mint? No, that wasn't it. I can't remember now, but it was so good. I went back several times, and then they had a blueberry mint. Those 2 were my favorites. The pomegranate was really good. Trying to remember the name. There was another brand there that I really liked. I believe it was Live Aid. I'm not seeing it on here, but they had at least a dozen different flavors. Anyway, so Dwayne's bringing me home a mother mushroom tomorrow. So I think he's bringing it home today so that we can start brewing our own kombucha. So stay tuned for more on that. And the music was really good. My favorite band, I had 2 favorite bands. My first favorite one was Love Bomb Go-Go Marching Band. And yes, they were a marching band. They were adults. They were older adults that probably had experience previously in marching bands. All kinds of instruments, drums, majorettes, flag throwers. But they all designed their costumes. They were all dressed in white and silver. And you could tell they all took their own creative liberty in designing their own costume. And they looked great and sounded great. And they danced and they moved around the festival. They didn't just stay in one spot on the stage. They were really good. And then I also enjoyed, the final band was, gosh, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Theo, or maybe Dao, and the Get Down, Stay Down. Dao and the Get Down, Stay Down. And they were very good as well. So, in summary, my review of the Portland Vegan Beer Food Festival is that it was a very lovely time. I so much look forward to returning next year. And maybe we'll even take in a festival elsewhere. I know LA does one, and who knows where else they have them. I don't know. But if you, like I said before, if you are considering trying the vegan lifestyle and you're afraid that you'll have to give up delicious foods and you will have to, really make a sacrifice in terms of your diet and the foods that you eat. Check out one of these vegan restaurants. Check out, take in a vegan festival if you can find one near you. And try the food. Try the food. Another great thing you can do is, I noticed at the festival there was some flyers around that someone had distributed for some cooking classes, some vegan cooking classes. And you can go on the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, and they will list in their, I think their cooking classes are called, I believe they're called Food for Life, and they will list, by state, certified vegan cooking instructors who give these cooking classes to teach you how to cook vegan. And you can go, a lot of them will do a 1 month, maybe 4 classes for $100, and you can go every week and they'll cook a different dish and you get to eat the dish, of course, sample the foods. And so that's a great way also to really discover that vegan foods are not, you're not sacrificing anything. And as I say all the time, yes, in the beginning, there is a transition phase where you're resetting your palate, you're, to really taste the flavors of fruits, vegetables, grains, nuts, without all the oils and without all the salt that you're used to. And so there is that transition phase, but I'm going to say that if you went to one of these vegan restaurants and tried their food, you would probably think it was delicious tonight, if you went tonight, because they are, they do cook with oils, a lot of herbs, a lot of vegan substitutes like the soy curls or the soy cheeses. And ideally, I stay away from those types of foods as a rule, but on occasion, at a vegan, food festival, those are my splurges. So I don't splurge on things like, cinnamon rolls or, cheeseburgers and things like that, aren't, approved on my diet because they're not vegan. I splurge on things that have maybe, a higher fat, like a vegan substitute, or that have oil in them, or have, anyway, you get my drift. So I think that's it, and I would like to thank you for watching, and I think my next video is going to be, yes, I'm very excited about my next video. It's going to be a continuation. I've talked a lot in the past about my hiatal hernia, about my chronic belching, and about all the ways that I get instant relief from those symptoms, effective ways, and I've discovered yet another very strange, but super effective, and it's my favorite my favorite treatment of all for my hiatal hernia, to instantly relieve my symptoms. And really there's only one symptom, and that's my chronic belching, which isn't chronic anymore, but I do have belching occasionally, and it's usually when I'm in the car, it's when I'm driving. So when Dwayne and I went on our vacation, I'm going to talk about that in the next video, so stay tuned for that. All right, thank you for watching.